Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at NASCAR Heat 2. As you guys can see on the screen, we have some gameplay from Dover. So what you guys are seeing right here, I'm about, I guess into my second full-time year, and this is a Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series hot seat. So what you guys are seeing happening right here from the start of the video to now is I was fighting my way through the pack. I had pitted earlier because, as you guys can see on the back of my car, I sustained damage. I short pitted at the end of stage 1, and now everyone's pitting for fuel. So I can make it to the end of stage 2, but no one else can. So what happens next, kind of interesting how the strategy plays out. As you guys can see, Dover, not too long of a track, about 24 seconds around. So we made quick work of lapping the field. Right here we've already succeeded in lapping the whole field. And we're only in a hot seat car. There's only a 3-star car. So just some first initial thoughts and impressions about NASCAR Heat 2. So with NASCAR Heat 2, it's put out by 704 Games. 704 Games Studio, it's right now working out of Charlotte. And just right across the road from where NASCAR is. I guess they're in the same building. But for what this studio's put out, overall, my complete thought for how the studio, all their assets, everything that they can muster, they've done a very fine job in putting out this game. It's a massive step up from NASCAR Heat Evolution. And you guys may know there are a few existing kind of errors and things, but a lot of the issues that we're having now, a lot of them are just nitpicky stuff, things that would elevate the game from being enjoyable, like it is now, to being perfect and one of the greatest NASCAR games that has come out, especially one of the greatest, if not the greatest, for this generation and probably last generation as well. With the NASCAR games, and I guess the whole sport in general, it has been in decline since around 2003 or so, when it hit its peak. So after that point, EA Sports was they never were as profitable with the NASCAR Thunder franchise. So they ended up getting rid of those exclusivity rights, and there for the longest time we didn't get a game. So after 2009, when Jeff Gordon was on the cover, there were no NASCAR games. And then the first taste of NASCAR we got after that was in Gran Turismo. And that wasn't even a full-featured game right there. It was just a little side mode, and physics were a little off. It was just a little wonky, and the draft is way overpowered. But then after that, Technics picked it up. Technics, they did alright, but they were just putting out arcade games pretty much. The later ones, I know NASCAR 15, apparently a lot of people prefer it to Heat Evolution. Jury's still out if they prefer it to this game. The physics were decent, tire wear was decent, but the gameplay, the AI was just horrid. And there was no replayability. There was no established career mode like there is here in Heat Evolution. So with Heat Evolution, if you guys don't know, you start out doing hot seats, which are contracts. If you complete those, they'll ask you back in the next season to race for that team full time. And the more of these offers you complete, the more of those hot seat offers, which are completely random. It could be a ride that you get in week 4, a ride you get in week 12, and a ride you get maybe in weeks 20 and 22. If you don't complete those, you're not going to get those higher star, higher quality offers for the next year when you're full time in your Craftsman or Camping World Truck Series, my bad. And then further on into Xfinity and then Monster Energy. So right now I'm full time in my Xfinity series, so that'd be my second full season. And this is my third hot seat race in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. And my other two did not go so well. I'll possibly upload those a little later. It was a part of a longer live stream I did on the day of release. We did do those 2 events, but every time we would get down to about maybe 2 laps left, I would be a little off sequence on my pitch strategy. I would have worn tires, but I would be in like the top 3, maybe in first place. And somehow on the last or second to last lap I would spin out and kind of lose that chance to please that contract. There was one before this where I did finish like dead last place. That was awful. But this is my first, I guess, hot seat race that goes a little better. So as you guys can see, I have put the whole field down a lap, except for Martin Truex, who just took the wave around, and then these two guys, Johnson and Larson, that have gotten in front of me in this final stage. Because I do have a little bit of aero damage. But yes, I am running custom setup, by the way. I'm running 105 difficulty and 13% races with the stages on and all flags. Going back to the earlier point, Utechnics, they put out their games. After that, they sold out to DMR. Duesenberry Martin Racing, I believe, was what they were going by. And then now that has parlayed into 704 Games, who has put out, this is under that name, this is their first game to be put out, NASCAR Heat 2. And so with Heat 2, they expanded the career mode quite a bit. The physics model feels a little improved to me. It's me personally. And it feels very improved when you're racing on the advanced or sim mode, as some people refer to it. And no, it's not iRacing, but it is definitely a large improvement over last year. And for most people, this right here will be suitable. They will enjoy this. I've enjoyed it so much so far. And the career mode adds the new career mode and the incentives and the contracts does add a new layer of replayability. And you can, it's very limited compared to other paint booths in the past. But we do have a paint booth feature back, so you can make a custom car. And you can make some pretty cool designs with it, no matter how limited it may or may not be. It's most reminiscent of NASCAR Thunder 2003, its paint booth. But even that paint booth was probably a little more fully fleshed out, fully featured than this one. Very similar how you have the templates and you just change the colors pretty much. And then there's pre-selected sponsors that they have that you can put on your car. You can take those with you throughout the game. Kind of neat. I enjoyed it. And the last game was lacking that. So when Heat Evolution came out, a lot of people sort of knocked it as not being as fully featured, but it was their freshman attempt, this being their sophomore season. They have gained a lot. Just a tremendous amount. And the biggest thing I think this game has going for it is how much they're listening to the community. They're listening to the community a lot going through the development of Heat 2 not Heat 2, but Heat Evolution while it was out. Listening, trying to see what the big bugs were, the problems that people wanted solved, and they're reaching out, actually responding to people on Twitter, social media, and so that I just love that completely. So what's just happening right now is there's a few more cars actually that have to pit because they didn't take 2 cans of fuel heading towards the end of this race, and so they'll be dropping off the track. So you'll see me put a lot more people down another lap, and most of the field will get put down 2 laps here in a second. So expert pitch strategy coming from me in this hot seat race, and it wasn't really excellent strategy. It was just kind of luck because we got involved in that caution earlier and got to short pit, so that was pretty neat. Going back to focus it on our video, that's sort of what's going on here. They've had a lot of their ear to the ground, listening to the community, especially on Twitter. They're also interesting. Also, they are on. Wow, got totally distracted by my own audio from the actual video. Anyway, they've been listening to the community on the 704 Games Reddit, NASCAR subreddit, and also on Twitter, and reaching out and talking to people. They've been getting the commentators that were keeping up with this game to actually get their opinions on the game. They were not paid for their opinions, I will go ahead and say that, but some of them were granted a little earlier access, which was kind of neat, but it let them get out the news and spread the word of what is going on. So in a general overview, I would definitely do recommend picking up this game. As far as multiplayer access, I really do love how they've added AI. It's an option. You can turn it on or off. Some people run with it on, some people run with it off. I personally feel like it adds a second layer of immersion because you're not just running out there with 5 cars and let's say someone's trying to run everyone off the track, there's a little buffer between you and them. But also, even if they do take you out, take themselves out, there's still going to be a lot of other cars around you, whether it's AI or other players. I think that's pretty neat, and how you can run in the 3 different series and have your 3 different cars pre-selected. That's really neat. As far as Eldor, if you guys have any questions on that, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. You can run different lines and different styles. Some of them are a little better than others, but you can actually get very sideways. It's a lot different than the gameplay we saw in some of the commercials. As you guys see here, my car starts fluttering. I was in gas-saving mode, because we literally had 1 lap left right before I took that flag. This is the last lap. So I was going to just try to coast it all the way around the track, but then a caution came out for some reason. It's some kind of phantom caution. So I'm going to take a half can of fuel, no tires, and here we go. Going to try to finish the race. So this is going into overtime. In this year they do have the new format. They do have the stage racing. They do have the inclusion of overtime. You can go into like unlimited overtimes if people keep wrecking and keep wrecking and keep wrecking. But yeah, I do appreciate the tire fall off model a little better in this game as well. I was going to touch on that, but I'm not sure if the AI
on your bumper.